Hey, good morning. Burr, it's got a little chill in the air. Maybe fall's on its way. Probably is. I wanted to share a thought that's been on my mind this morning. And I don't know where to start other than I'll start with this. For years I drove up to Aspen and while I was working there. And during the winter, I would always see, during the coldest parts of the winter, the cold snaps that we would get, where it's really below zero, you see the river. I would watch the river, and I would always watch the ice forming in the river, and it looked like it was forming from the bottom up. I could be 100% wrong, but it looks like, to me, the air molecules are so cold that they stick to the rocks and the bottom of the river, and they start freezing, and it looks like it freezes from the bottom up. And all of a sudden, as the water's running down, it gets narrower and narrower. And I don't know why I was thinking about that, kind of eclectic, but as I'm on my way to work here, I just, it's like God does that. God does that. Not to too overly spiritualize this already, but God moves in our culture, and our culture moves from the bottom up. So when we start affecting change and praying for those around us and praying for the people we work with and the people in our neighborhood, and showing our love and showing Jesus to them, and being kind and generous and loving, it changes the culture, and that culture changes from the bottom up. And all of a sudden, people are getting God and realizing that they're meeting God no matter what. And all of a sudden, there's a different atmosphere. All of a sudden, there's a change. I remember when the Berlin Wall fell down, and man, all of a sudden, it's not there. And what happened? It's kind of the same thing. All of a sudden, the Soviet Union couldn't keep that up anymore. It wasn't economically viable. The same thing is with God. All of a sudden, goodness overcomes evil, and things fall down. And God changes a society and a culture because of all his children doing what they do. Loving, generous, merciful, kind. Yeah. And God actually does talk about that in Isaiah. He says, and they'll be called oaks of righteousness, a planting of the Lord. The very people that Jesus came down to save. The very people that God saw coming to him. And the ones that came down to save. The prostitutes and sinners all recognized who Jesus was. And they changed the culture. I don't know what to do with that, other than ask Jesus to help you change your culture. Be that very person. Jehovah Sneaky's on the move. God bless you. Have a great day.